Hello guys, good evening. This is Mike Padua and we're back to our late evening of Saturday update on Typhoon GORING with international name Saola. This is for August 26, late Saturday evening. It's almost 12 midnight of Sunday. And this is our English version brought to you by Typhoon 2000 in partnership with Naga College Foundation, Aboitiz Power, Bank of the Philippine Islands, Avenue Plaza Hotel, LGU Naga, headed by our Honorable Mayor Nelson Legacion and our Honorable Congressman Gabi Bordado of the 3rd District of Camarines Sur. And before we proceed, again, we would like to invite the different LGUs who are willing to have their own Climate Action Center to contact Comunidad for their top-notch resilience suite, including sustainability, mobile CAC, physical impact risk assessment, for you to be readily ahead when it comes to climate change. Okay, so don't forget to contact Aaron Cabasal at aaron.cabasal@comunidad.co with cell phone number 0976163745. He is willing to help you guys. Just give it a try, and this is a highly recommended product, guaranteed by Typhoon 2000. So go to our website typhoon2000.ph and click the banner wherein you will be forwarded to a Google form for you to fill up so that everyone will contact you. Okay, so let's proceed now for the latest update. Here's the first animation showing the 3 tropical systems. We have Damri here accelerating towards the eastern waters of Japan. And we have another one, low pressure here, 93W, and it is likely to be the next tropical cyclone. It will be hovering near Guam within the next couple of days. And we have here a very powerful storm, but quite small. It's already affecting the eastern coastal towns of Isabela and Cagayan, like Divilacan, as well as Palanan, which is now within the eye wall of the typhoon. Okay, this is Goring, and it's now packing winds of more than 200 kph, 205, gusting up to 250 based on 1 minute sustained wind average. And it is likely to continue to move south to south-southeast, and it will return more to the Philippine Sea, away from the landmass within the next 24 hours. So it is just maneuvering more to the south because of a high pressure here over Hong Kong. And let me show to you the zoom in satellite animation. So this is now the developing eye. Actually, it's becoming more clearer. If the eye is become more clearer, it's a sign that the system is undergoing a rapid intensification phase. Okay, and it's likely to reach near super typhoon strength or even become a super typhoon, because most of the wind models, particularly the CHIPS model, shows the typhoon reaching super typhoon status. So it's not out of the woods yet. Okay, and you can clearly see here the inner bands and the outer eye wall is now affecting Palanan Bay. So winds of more than 100 kilometers per hour up to 130 will be expected here. So Cagayan, northern Cagayan, and these areas of Palanan Bay is under signal number 3. Okay, so take all necessary precautions and watch out for possible big waves from the sea up to 3 or 4 meters in height. And then since the system is so small, it will only affect the eastern coastal waters of Cagayan and Isabela. And it's now moving towards the south at a speed of 7 kph. Since it's quite small, the effects of the storm is only over the Cagayan Valley and northern Aurora area. It's not affecting other parts of Luzon. Mostly, these are localized thunderstorms generated by the enhancement of the southwest monsoon. And in the next few days, windy conditions will be expected in various sections of Luzon. Here's the AVN satellite imagery. As you can see, here's the thunderstorm generated by the monsoon starting to pick up. Heavy rainfall is now being felt over Occidental Mindoro and the western sections of northern and central Luzon, particularly Pangasinan and Zambales. Here in Bicol region, there are some patches of local thunderstorms passing by. Here in Naga, we experienced some thunderstorms around 6 p.m. to 7. And so far, that will be the scenario. Every now and then, we are going to experience some passing thunderstorms here in Bicol region, particularly Naga, in the next couple of days. And here's the zoom-in satellite animation as we speak, and it's already past 12, but this is for the late Saturday evening edition of our update. And if we post this loop, this night vision image, so there you go. This is around 11:57 p.m. The storm is currently less than 100 kilometers to the east of Bananan. So the inner eye wall is somewhere here, and this is the outer eye wall. Most likely, the inner rain bands is buffeting this coastal town of Bananan. So winds of more than 100 up to 130 kph will be expected. So that those are damaging winds that could cause some destruction in weak houses. Okay, so please take all necessary precautions as the system is expected to move into this path for the next 2 days. So a quite improvement of the weather will be expected beginning late Sunday to Monday as the storm is starting to move towards the east. So if we take a look at our last track, this was issued yesterday, 5 p.m. The next update will be issued around 6 or 7 or 8 a.m. tomorrow. Okay, and this is as of 5 p.m. So right now the storm is here following the track that we created, and it will take a counterclockwise loop. Right now, the system is being pushed by the high pressure over southern China, Hong Kong area. So it's now moving into this direction, as you can see, based on the steering flow. Those are the white lines. Those are the steering flow. So the storm will start to move towards that direction. The eastward movement will be replaced by the ridge in the vicinity of the eastern part of Mindanao up to the south of Guam. So this will be the one that will trigger the eastward motion, and later on this monsoon gyre will start to break down, and the new steering ridge will push the storm back to the usual north to northwest. That's why on our track, that will be the scenario of this system. It will move back towards the north and northwest, passing in the vicinity of Batanes on Wednesday, 2 p.m., August 30. So this will still change when it comes to the timing of the storm, and it will either make landfall over Taiwan or pass to the south. Based on our track, it will pass along the southern tip of Taiwan. As you can see, the area of uncertainty, so extreme northern Luzon is still not out of the woods. So we are going to monitor this system. It will depend on how strong the high pressure steering ridge will take place within the next 2 to 3 days. Okay, and here's the Chips Ensemble wind forecast model that shows that there's a possibility that this typhoon will reach Super Typhoon status. That's 130 knots, or up to 140 knots. That's 240 to 260 kph based on 1 minute average. So we are awaiting this scenario. This is now the conservative forecast intensity of Joint Typhoon Warning Center, up to just 120 knots or 220 kph. So we are going to observe that, but most of the time, the Chips Ensemble is the clear winner when it comes to rapid intensification of tropical cyclones in the Western Pacific. So I won't be surprised if it will become a super typhoon based on the latest satellite. This is already a signature of a super typhoon. Okay, so anytime this morning or noontime, it could become a super typhoon if this shape of the eye and the perfect construction of the eye wall persists. So it will become a super typhoon anytime now. Okay, but we are glad that it's just a very small system. So only Palanan and nearby areas of Eastern Isabela are being affected by strong winds of more than 100 kph, but the damaging winds of more than 130 up to 200 kph is currently located over the waters or along the coastal waters of Eastern Isabela. Okay, let's now move to the Asian tracks. These are all the Asian agencies. They all agree that the system will pass over the southern tip of Taiwan within the next 4 to 5 days. But remember, this forecast is still uncertain. Some adjustment is possible. It's likely it may pass here or here, so it depends on the succeeding days on what will be the outcome of the track. Here's all the computer models. Look at the American model. It's really sharp to the west. Maybe because the high pressure here based on their forecast is much powerful, so it will track more to the west, making landfall over Hainan in about 1 week from now. And if we take a look at the ensemble of the European model, here's the next one. It looks like it's now bending towards North Philippine Sea, and it's likely that this will be named also locally if it enters the Philippine area of responsibility. Power line is somewhere here, so look at that. Okay, so we're going to monitor that after Typhoon Goring exits PAR late next week. So here's the wind forecast from the European models. There we go. Once Goring return to its usual northwesterly track, the next one is a complete development. The next tropical cyclone, that's 93W over Guam area as of this time. Here's the rainfall accumulation for the next 5 days. That will be until Wednesday. So once the system starts to move back to the to the northwest towards Batanes, the southwest monsoon will persist here over Western Visayas, Mimaropa, and Western Luzon. So watch out for those thunderstorms, lightning strikes, heavy flooding if the southwest monsoon will continue to persist until next week. While over the Bicol region, some patches of passing thunderstorms will be expected every day until this system move away from our country. So this will be the 3-day rainfall accumulation forecast from the European model from windy.com. You can clearly see here rainfall rate of more than 100 millimeters will be expected over the western Visayas area, occidental Mindoro, northern Palawan including Calamian, Pasuanga, Coron included, and also the western sections. Let me change to blue. The western sections of Luzon, from Ilocos region down to Zambales, will be affected by the southwest monsoon, while northern Cagayan and eastern Isabela is being affected by the very intense rainfall of Typhoon Goring. So this is more than 100 millimeters. Metro Manila is just right. No heavy rainfall except for thunderstorms, but it's like Bicol region. So that's a relief down there in Metro Manila. Okay, so that's the quick update. So we will return Sunday evening to give you more update. This is Mike Padua saying good night to all. Have a happy weekend ahead. Stay safe always, especially folks down there over Eastern Luzon, Isabela, Cagayan. I hope everybody is in safe conditions. So again, please take all necessary precautions. See you again. And thank you so much for watching our channel. God bless to all.